Ready and go. Hi guys, welcome to Cranble. Today we have the first of many, but we have a very special guest. We've got Dan Herman from Biosynergy. Thanks for coming in, Dan.
Thank you very much.
So tell us about the company.
Right, so we started the company back in 1997, and the whole idea was to create a range of products that would be suitable for people perhaps going into fitness for the first time who needed some support around exercise and training to get the most out of life and get the most out of the time they're putting into their exercise or sport. And then at the other end, to fuel elite athletes who obviously have got all the stuff right, they're doing the training, they've got the diet plan done for them, they can commit to the hours, and what they're looking to do is gain incremental improvements to allow them to win. So the first product we launched was the first creatine in a capsule to allow people to take it conveniently in an accurate dosage. And then as products have developed, science has caught up with sports nutrition. We've extended the range to include things such as whey protein powders, vegan protein powders, as well as pre-workouts, intra-workouts like BCAAs, and also products to help improve people's ability to burn fat more efficiently.
That sounds awesome. So you supply products to the beginner, such as myself, to elite athletes?
Absolutely. So I mean, what you'll find is that a beginner, is very much, confusing space to be in. What do you take, when do you use it, how do you use it? So what we've tried to do is make a very simple range so the products kind of say what they do on the front.
Okay.
So if it's a protein powder, it says protein powder. We don't use a wacky name to confuse people into thinking it's something from space. And similarly, what we do is we have different ranges. So we've got Active Woman, which is aimed at women, and it's got specific micro and macronutrients in there to support female well-being.
Okay.
Things like calcium, folic acid, vitamin D and iron. We've then got our Active Man range, which is aimed at kind of more endurance, older men like myself.
Oh, double.
We've then got the core performance range, which is more for your serious gym goer, athlete who really knows what they want, and performance is absolutely critical to them and what they're doing.
Okay.
And then we've also got products like the Whey Hay and the Skinny Protein, which are kind of a bridge, I guess, between healthy eating and perhaps weight management, where you understand you need more nutrition to support your goals, but you don't necessarily want to jump in with both feet and get everything. Okay,
so for me as a beginner, I want to start the gym, go 3 times a week. Would this be an ideal product for me?
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about Whey Hay is 100% natural ingredients. So there's no artificial colours, flavours or preservatives. We use stevia as the sweetener.
Okay.
And in this particular one, there's real coconut flavour. And then we also do one with real Brazilian coffee and one with real watermelon. So you've got a choice of maybe coffee for the morning to give you a bit of a pick-up, maybe the watermelon after exercise because it's a bit more refreshing.
Yeah.
And then possibly the coconut. What we find, a lot of people tend to use it as part of their cooking. So they might add it to their porridge or oats in the morning, bake with it, make smoothies with it. And what that's going to do is, generally speaking, the government recommends that you need between 0.5 to 2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight. So let's
I need a few then, me.
So let's put that into context. So let's say you weighed 80 kilos. You'd need 160 grams of protein, which is 8 uncooked chicken breasts.
Yeah.
Which is both timely and cost effective. Well, not cost effective.
Yeah.
Whereas with this, you're looking at maybe between 50 to 60 pence a scoop to get the same amount of protein. And obviously it's a much quicker and easier format. So by mixing good diet with the supplements, which are just supplements, they're not alternatives to food, and then your exercise plan, you're going to get the results quicker. If you get results quicker, whatever they may be, whether it's doing your, couch to
10K, getting my ass off the sofa and going running. That's
or it could be, just even doing, 100 meters, depending on where you are currently at. Yeah. Then the right nutrition will help you achieve that quicker.
Okay, and these products can all be used in conjunction with each other. They can be used together. For example, the BCAA powder with this sort of before workout.
Yeah, absolutely. So what you'll find is different things, they'll overlap, but then there'll be specific parts within your training. So for example, protein helps with muscle and tissue recovery. The BCAAs will help during and after training to help keep the muscles ready for the next set, if you like.
Okay.
Then you'll have things like pre-workouts, which will give you that energy before exercise. And then you've also got a whole range of products to help with joint maintenance, heart maintenance, brain function, which all of these things are part of general well-being, but also have a benefit for fitness and fitness and performance as well.
It sounds really awesome and really interesting as well. So across the board, you're sort of providing people with and supplements, but like I said, you touched on before, that it's not a meal replacement, which is very important for people to know, because we were saying that people occasionally think, you'll see them coming out of the high street thing with the big, looks like an action movie, a power tub of whey protein. Yeah, I'm lifted. And they're just having that as opposed to having meals and running themselves into the ground and not exercising, I guess, to their potential.
Yeah, I mean, the key thing is, when we started the business, people used to ring up and say, I want to use the creatine. And my first question would be, how often are you exercising? If they were exercising less than 4 times a week, I'd say don't bother, because you just don't need it.
Yeah.
Come back to us when you are. Something like protein, you need that, you'll know as a chef that, a lot of food naturally has protein in it.
Yeah.
And 20% of your calories should come from protein. So if you're following a vegan diet or a vegetarian diet or a paleo diet, you might be struggling to get some of that in, and you can use a vegan protein, a paleo protein or a whey protein to fill those gaps, and that actually helps your well-being. If you then are exercising on top of that, your protein requirement goes up because your body needs it for that recovery after exercise.
Right. And is all this information available online with regards to how people can use the products most effective?
Obviously, it'd be great today to get some awesome recipes to share with people and get them excited and realise actually it's not just about putting the stuff in a tub and drinking it. It's much more versatile than that. But certainly on our website and generally on the internet, there's a lot of information. But my cautionary thing would be, make sure you look for science rather than slick marketing.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the two can be difficult to discern. And I think it is very important, particularly, as with any food, look at the back of pack. Don't worry about the flashy front of pack too much. Make sure you know what you are getting for your money. And there's some simple things, how much protein per 100 grams. Are there any artificial colours or flavours or sweeteners? Where's the product produced? And the same way that provenance is important for food, I think the same applies for nutrition. And
I think this is really important to point out. Well, I don't know whether they do it or not, but I think this is something that should be learned from a young age, because people that are getting to their mid-20s, sort of late 20s, early 30s, don't know how much protein they need to have when they're working out. They just go to the gym, they don't follow a strict routine, they just get protein for the sake of having protein because other people have it. So I think it's really important to implement that to children, I guess, so they know how to eat right, eat clean, and exercise.
Yeah, I mean, one of my major things I've been discussing, I've got 2 young children, and the amount of kids that turn up from sport and they've got completely inappropriate fuel. They're being given high sugar energy drinks, which is completely inappropriate, whereas maybe a low dosage protein shake might be more suitable, and then just having water. So again, a lot of the time people have these energy drinks, and science says that unless you're doing 2 hours of intensive training, you don't need any more carbohydrates in your diet through your training. And a lot of people are just going in the gym, burning off 150 calories, drinking a sugary drink, and they might as well have stayed at home on the couch.
It's no good. It's just, Okay, well, we've got some wicked recipes to use some of your products in. I'm really excited about that, but thank you for coming in.
I'm excited to taste them.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here, Dan. We're going to get stuck into some of these amazing products, do some amazing recipes, all of which will be on the cranble.com website.